club with a few now. Just some Hollywood and they do. I'm in the mood now. 2 a.m. What you wanna do now? What you wanna do now? Little baby, pass. Don't spill on me. That's Margella. Got this Oakland game to tell her. She look familiar. At Coachella, what's her name? Isabella. Forget it. Yeah. It's like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna function, got some places we could go. Lot y'all got me speaking slow like, yeah, I'm blessed. I don't GA. You tryna, yes on yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't no. Say less. Yeah. Say less. Hey girl, what it do? If you got friends, cool, bring a few through. No fun if the homies, man. R.I.P. Nate Dogg, this too true. And you know what I'm down for. Round 2, round 3, and a round 4. Mood switch when she knocked at the front door. Next up was the uproar. Yeah, was like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna tuck off, got some places we could go. Swear she got the like wow, she's blessed. I don't GA. You tryna yes on yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't no. Say less.
Sheesh. What you saying? I don't understand. I'm out my mind. I popped. Sheesh. I swear this lock shot got me stuttering. Girl, you not fall in love again. Sheesh. Get it. My favorite rush.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, two teams come off tough losses a week ago and want to turn things back around today. It's the Lions going up against the Bears.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Play fake here on first down. That's pulled in by the rookie Kenny Golladay. 19 yards that time for number 19. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here's McCoy. Over the middle, it's Fells. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a gain of 6 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down near the 34-yard line. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
To throw on second down, McCoy. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spun them in the offensive backfield.
Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. A first carry now for Jordan Howard. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On first down, they run with Howard. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now Glennon. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Glennon. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Zach Miller as tight end there. That'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
They'll set up the screen to Howard. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. So now it's Andrew Franks on for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. Early lead in that one for the Packers. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On the return, Dwayne Washington. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Throwing on first down. McCoy. Ebron caught left side. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. In his fifth year from Appalachian State, it's Sam Martin on to punt, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Glennon hands this one to Howard. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears. On third down, this is Howard. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
While we have a minute, we remind you that later tonight we'll have a couple of NFC East rivals squaring off, the Eagles and the Cowboys from Big D.
Or Arlington. Got to make sure we get it right.
To be more precise there in the Metroplex. Then tomorrow night, Week 11, we'll wrap up with a playoff rematch from the divisional round a year ago, the Falcons and Seahawks, but this time from Seattle. Now McCoy. And this is caught by Fells, right side. Able to break the tackle, but then quickly brought down just outside of the 5. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McCoy. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
Here we go now. On 3rd down, McCoy. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on 3rd down, doesn't find anyone open, tucks it away, takes off, and picks up the 1st down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
On 1st down, McCoy. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. To throw on 2nd down, McCoy. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A good pickup there, a 22. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Meanwhile, up in Green Bay, early lead in that one for the Packers. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Glennon gives to Howard on the draw. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll set up to throw. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. They needed 14, they got 15 here on 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He leaves this one for Howard. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen They play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up a third down. They'll drop the throw. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll set up a throw. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. And this seemingly endless drive continues. On first and goal, Howard. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are in for 6. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And McCoy loses the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offense avoids disaster, keeps possession. Now it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. A pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on third down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. They'll look to throw here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
They run with Howard. And some room to maneuver. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Mitch Unrein in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Looking to throw on second down. McCoy over the middle, complete to Tate. And down he'll go at the 25. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, McCoy. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Deion Bush with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
This is Howard on second down. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Glennon finding Miller there for a Chicago first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Running with Howard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. The fake to Howard. Now Glennon. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ziggy Ansah. in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage, then make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Frank's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push him back more.
Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Back there in that Philly, here we go.
Operating from the gun. McCoy looking deep in the direction of, and this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that one.
And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Throwing to start the drive. McCoy. Fells has it left side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, McCoy finding fouls complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. McCoy. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the gun on 3rd down, McCoy. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Paul Warlow not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and goal.
Here we go now.
Back to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And Frank's kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
His throw incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, McCoy. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Here we go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Again, it's Howard. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And this one is right down the middle. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And Detroit getting set to go now. On 1st and 10, McCoy. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Here's McCoy. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Golden Tate, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. To throw again, McCoy. It's brought in left side by Tate. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And the D looking like they may blitz.
All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56. All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on first down, McCoy. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's second down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. The Lions on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is third down and 12. Off the play fake, McCoy. Flush to his right. And Tate's got it. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
1st and goal here from the 9. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Detroit! Set! Watching now, Barney! No. Check! Patriot!
Now 3rd down and goal from the 1. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
All right, here we go.
Now, this feels like old school football, because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. So they're going to go for 2. From the gun, McCoy. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They go with Howard to begin the drive. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On 1st, they go right back to Howard. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold.